Just terrific teamwork.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
They retain possession, and Kevin Kelly gets it to go. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Wing shot on the way. Buries the jump shot. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
And as I think back to all the summer leagues we've seen, BA, there have been some great performances from soon-to-be breakout players.
Well, sometimes a great summer amounts to nothing in the regular season, but sometimes you get a sneak peek of a player who's about to make a name for themselves. Here's Sohan. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Here's Hauser. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Owens. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Spurs.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
MP shot is good.
It was going back and forth for a bit. But now they're certainly looking like the better team.
It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Now here's Jackson. No good from 11 feet. MP right side. Good on the bucket. MP's got 22 points.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And MP just pouring it on here. An absolute statement game from him in this Summer League Championship, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A. Shep might be regretting ever opening his mouth on MP. What a game we've seen from the 18th pick.
Now here's MP. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 11 in the second half. Well, Grant, we knew that MP could shoot, but, man, he has been lights out from three-point range here in Vegas.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, MP has been so dialed in. His shooting has been a big part of the success he's found here in Summer League.
Owens, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Boston's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Jackson outside. Here's Kevin Kelly. Back to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. To end the drought. Kept alive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Third personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Boston, Lopez.
And he knocks down the first one.
Substitution on the court.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. MP against Jackson. From deep, MP sinks the tray. MP's got 27, and this will cap off the Summer League here in Vegas. 75 games played over the past week and a half, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it's such a great destination for hoop fans. You get to see so much basketball in a short time and see the future of the NBA.
And for the Celtics, Frank Jackson out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Brazdeikis in at the 4 slot. A nice shot by MP.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
To the inside.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
He tries for three. Rebound Boston. 58 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Right wing. Jackson outside. Lets it go from deep with the tip.
And as we get close to the end of Summer League, B.A., you start to feel that the NBA season has truly begun.
Well, training camps will open soon. The preseason, you can feel that buzz of a new season already starting to form into reality.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Here's MP. Gordon pulls it in.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Frank Jackson.
First free throw is good. And there it is. The NBA Summer League Championship goes to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, just a great showing from the team here in Summer League. You can really see the way they developed even in this short 11-day stretch.
Well, there's a lot to be excited about for this team, especially the play of MP, Grant.
Yeah, you know, B.A., there was a lot of questions surrounding MP when he was drafted.
Oh, that's some fire content back there, bro. Hold on. Congrats.
Hooty-hoo! There he is. Come on now.
Yo. Thank you for the recap and all, but I was, hoping.
MP, it's great to finally meet. We focus on the fan base, and we develop a strategy.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, Coach.
Humble and hardworking. So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man.
Communication is super important in this organization, so I am glad to hear you say, I get it, 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't.
And the fourth pick goes to the runner-up.
Yeah, Danny, how'd you get that pick, first of all?
Well, all I could think through this whole debacle is punctuality is very important, all right? When you get a heads up and you know there's something going down, get in there early. So I did. The only gripe I had was that I made 12 trades to get the number 4 pick. Blake slips in 3.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Charlotte Hornets. At forward, P.J. Washington. Let's meet the starters for your San Antonio Spurs. 6'1" veteran, number 33, Trey Jones.
And it's just about ready to get this one started. First, let's hear from Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thank you, B.A. Well, tonight the debut for the 18th overall.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Well, the fans were a bit brutal when MP was selected, Grant.
You know, B.A., fans sometimes can get pretty emotional on draft night, but they took it to a whole nother level when MP was selected.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte. And so it begins a brand new season, Richard. What are some of your headlines?
I think we're going to see less small ball. I think we're getting back to a little bit more of a physical game. We're kind of seeing the reemergence of the dominant big man, not just the big man, the dominant big man, and I expect that to continue.
Now here's Williams. Ball outside from the arc. They get it back. Out of bounds. Hornets ball as Charlotte keeps possession. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Oubre. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And so it's Charlotte with it. MP with it. Guarded by Smith. From deep, MP. That shot off the mark. And Charlotte going the other way now. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, they came up short both times against this team last season.
And that one's good. Hayward's got 6 points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
MP's shot is good.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Now here's Smith. Pass to Martin. There's the three. Bates Diop with a rebound. On offense, here is San Antonio. 11-point game. MP right side. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter here. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Smith passes to Hayward. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Nails it from 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Charlotte now. They lead by 7. Smith finds Martin. Pass to Oubre. Goes up from the top of the key. Back to Martin. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by MP. Takes a 3. It's not going to go for him. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Hornets up.
19. The away team, 26.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Hornets, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
At the 2 and the 3, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's MP. Then there's Kim Birch. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
You have to admit, these are not the San Antonio Spurs of old. They're going through some growing pains right now, but you can already see that progress is being made. Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to ball. Oubre against Johnson. Pass to Rozier. 6 to shoot. He can't get that one to fall. San Antonio goes the other way with it. This Spurs squad, Richard, is doing a lot with the pieces they have right now.
And that's just proof that their system works. Not that we needed any more after the last 20-plus years. They take young talent and they turn them into future stars, making sure that the franchise has a strong foundation that they can build on.
And certainly a great history and legacy. Now here's Oubre. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Here's MP. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
The Hornets have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Ball finds Oubre. Back to ball. To stop the run. Outside for Rozier. This one for 3. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. San Antonio leading. MP outside. The 3 ball. Drains the triple. MP's got 20 points.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the Hornets call time here. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the...
And so, the San Antonio Spurs.
That's the end of the first half with the score.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game. Spurs with some changes. Birch, he's checked in for Collins. And MP is subbed in for Jones. Oubre, he's checked in for Charlotte. On the court for the Hornets. Ball and Rozier are the guards. Gordon Hayward is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
From deep, MP fires in the triple. 23 points in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And Ball gets it to go.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
You know, that's the kind of play that can really start a run. He knows a little momentum can get them back even.
Ball with a steal. In transition, here they come. Rozier from outside. San Antonio with a rebound.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Tons of hype around LaMelo Ball, the third overall pick in 2020. Just like you, Grant.
Yeah, although the draft was a little different back in my day. But let me tell you, B.A., there is so much pressure being a top 3 pick. It's really impressive that LaMelo has lived up to the lofty expectations. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First personal foul. First team.
And he makes a first. So for the Hornets, Williams is checked in for Hayward. Martin comes in for Rozier. And it's Smith in for LaMelo Ball.
You know, guys, there's one thing that may have hurt the Hornets the past few seasons, a lack of playoff experience among their core players.
2 minutes remaining.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And of the Hornets' top 5 scorers last season, 3 have never been to the playoffs.
And B.A., that can be tough when the pressure's on. They've gotten blown out in play-in games each of the last 2 seasons. But with all their talent, they should be in the postseason soon enough.
Here's Smith. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
At the line for the Hornets.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. MP with it, guarded by Smith. Bassi, oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Martin outside. MP against Smith. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And we've seen the Spurs part ways with some of their best veterans. It really speaks to the talent at the top of the 2023 NBA draft. Savvy organizations like San Antonio will time their rebuilds to the years when the draft boasts some of those elite prospects.
From deep, MP. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
The Hornets have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Martin outside. Five to shoot. Smith left side. Shot from 16. That one no good. San Antonio goes the other way with it.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Sinks it from distance.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
The Hornets shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Outside Oubre. Pass to Smith. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Smith's got 8 points. And so it's San Antonio. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Hey, 3 points is better than 2.
The visiting team, 58.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up.
Who's making a switch here? MP's checked in. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Richards is checked in. At the 2 and the 3, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's MP. That's the San Antonio 5. Pass to Hayward. Here's Oubre. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And what I appreciate about Gordon is he's a fighter, working his way back from that devastating leg injury in 2017. Still a solid contributor.
Hey, we've heard a lot of coaches say, including Warriors coach Steve Kerr, about load management. If you want to see the Stars play more often, cut the schedule back, maybe 72 games. Grant, your thoughts?
You know, B.A., this is a problem and a concern, I think, for the league. You go back 20, 30 years ago, Stars played every night when available. Now you're not seeing that with the workload and the back-to-back and the concern with players and their safety and the amounts of money they make over their contracts. 72 games is a possibility, but I prefer to keep it at 82. Maybe I'm just a traditionalist. It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Spurs.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Hayward finds Rozier. He shoots. Pass the ball. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
That free throw good from Rozier. He's perfect from the line this time. San Antonio calls timeout. Guys, what do you think?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that
Great win and a stellar performance from you tonight. Are you in?
Yeah, you know, we didn't want to give this game away, so I took it upon myself.
Fantastic win tonight, MP.
Thanks, John.
What was your?
You know, John, there was a lot of noise this offseason about whether I was the right.
There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal of.
Yeah, John, you know, I felt that support tonight. Okay, that's it. All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay, I will let him know.
What up? So what you say to?
MP, come on in.
Okay, Freddie made it seem like I had to do a bunch of PR stuff just to get my.
Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah.
Not too many blessed with this corner vision. Don't give them knowledge, give them more religion. Poor decisions, mama couldn't pay, so they told her pray for the Lord's assistance. They read our souls, so we bought some Christians. Louboutin, who's LeBron? Shut up, dribble. We lost resistance. My words are beacon through the darkest distance. Converse with heathens that get lost in systems. Lead the village till them forces listen. Torches glisten. I sat with Cassius across from Liston. I'm Marcus Garvey with a heartless army. Malcolm by the curtains. You a carbon copy. I'm disturbing. Hard to stop me. Conform to life is what we always do. It's hard to accept the damage a would do. Now they wiping the floor with you. I can hike in the smallest view. It's all on you. It's not just a rap when you looking back, cause there's nothing there to look forward to. No use in mending when your heart is torn. So to them we hardly mourn, re-emerging in godly form. Cry when your daughter's born. Tell me how could you party on? You partly wrong. Just cover their ears when Megan and Cardi's on.
And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Jones. Then it's Collins. And it's Sohan in at the fourth. Hield can't hit. San Antonio with the ball. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And in their two matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Exactly.
Making some changes here.
And the Pacers finished 25 and 57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pains.
That's good from Halliburton. And last season, a tough one, Indiana, with their lowest winning percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I loved how they approached the end of the season. Bringing in Tyrese Halliburton, playing a lot of the younger players, planning for the future. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Now McConnell. Shoots over Graham. A shot by McConnell, no good. Pass to MP. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Bates Diop misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
MP against Halliburton.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Halliburton against MP. Now, here is Halliburton. D right on him. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
To the paint.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Pass to McConnell. Here's Nesmith. Trying to find Halliburton and gets it to him.
High energy throw down that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
And here is MP. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Here's Bates Diop, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead of
the Spurs, 25. Here are your Indiana Pacers.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Mathurin at the shooting guard. Hield is the small forward. And there's Miles Turner, and it's Nora in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Mathurin, covered by Vassell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And, Greg, you watch Mathurin. He is built to score at this NBA level.
Excellent spot-up shooter. He plays above the rim, and once he gets more comfortable scoring off the bounce.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Spurs lead by 4. We're going to step away.
The Spurs, 42.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based. He's checked in for Johnson. Here's MP, and they call an illegal screen here.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Indiana's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. So with Johnson sitting on the bench. Here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Collins. Jones is out there with MP. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Sohan in at the power forward position. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
They had a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game. And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Turner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal
and back it.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice job by Halliburton, showing you the toughness that time, going right into that defense and drawing the foul.
Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away. But, boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
2 minutes.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
And the pass to McConnell. 6 on the shot clock, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
For the tie. And it's Graham missing. Indiana leading by 3. This is it to Nora. Halliburton with it. Down low. Nora, that's good.
A clean pass that time from Halliburton to a wide-open teammate. Just smart ball movement there.
McConnell against MP to the inside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touch by MP.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Keldon Johnson.
And 1:01 left in the third. Spurs working the ball around now. MP with it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And battling against the interior of that defense. Nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And he makes both free throws. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame.
McConnell finds Halliburton. Here's Mathurin, covered by Johnson.
Just a terrific prospect. Mathurin gives this offense so many options, and he has the physical tools to be a great defender.
First one falls for him. San Antonio making a switch here. Collins is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Collins has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. 7-point differential. MP passes to Sohan. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Nora. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
3-pointer, Graham. Here's MP, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Personal foul.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
On the free throw, no good. Up in time. Not going to go that time. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Pacers.
The Spurs, 50.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them.
Substitution making a switch here. Halliburton's checked in. MP's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Turner. Looking to end the run. The shot's good from Halliburton.
Just excellent concentration there by Halliburton. Not allowing the bump by the defense to throw him off his mark.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
They've got Buddy Hield. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Miles Turner. And it's Nembhard in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. field against Johnson. Halliburton right side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Halliburton. So versatile and skilled. This guy finds ways to keep the defense off balance. Pretty consistent.
Tyrese Halliburton, 2 shots.
Halliburton hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Johnson outside. Pass to Sohan. MP's shot is good. And the Spurs lead by 2. And you look at MP, you have to think back to his very successful college career, Greg. Was an outright star at that level.
Yeah, stayed 3 years before making the jump to the NBA. You don't see that too often nowadays, but he won a college championship and had nothing left to prove.
Here's Sohan. MP finds Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Turner. San Antonio calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan has been incredible with his attacking at the offensive end, and it's been all game long. Never hesitating to attack a gap in the defense, and then he found a lot of points by slicing his way right to the cup.
Here's Nembhard, covered by Vassell. A rebound by the Spurs. Vassell's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's MP, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Pass to Hield. The pass to Nembhard. 5 to shoot. Here's Turner. That's in. And that's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And so, MV will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. .102 left to play in the final quarter. Lobbed up there for Collins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
55 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Timeout called the Pacers. They trail by 1. 51 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Gas pedal time. Here are your Indiana Statesmen.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Trifecta.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Johnson dishes to MP. Yes! And the foul. Halliburton. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Never good to lose a player to fouls, but fortunately, he's not the only talent they have. They got other guys that can fill his spot.
Yeah, how about the bucket to tie with the D just all over him? The free throw to give them the lead. Just a fantastic play all around.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 1. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth Dance Team. Fans, let's hear it. We're almost there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and stolen by MP. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Spurs.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation. Huge free throws there. Now they've got the lead.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
MP kicks to Vassell. Inside, MP. It's in!
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.